Speak again, though? Not automatically? Okay. All right. I was here last week, and I will reiterate what I said, but also acknowledge that some of the changes that the council made last week, I think, are for the better. However, there's still some outstanding issues that are of great concern. I also want to say that Councilmember Tom LaBonge and Janice Hahn and Zine made some, voted, well, Janice wasn't here to vote against it, but they made some very important points. The important points are about the transparency in terms of public hearings and the notification process. It's very important that people be notified. Why not apply the 500-foot rule like we do on all other planning issues? We need to let the public know. Do not do this to communities. I think that the improvements are good, but I would urge tomorrow that you vote no on this unless serious changes are made. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Barbara Moynihan Burke, followed by Michael McHugh.
I am Barbara Moynihan Burke, Vice President of the Studio City Neighborhood Council. I've worked on this ordinance, implementing ordinance, for a good 2.5 years or more. I'm now speaking personally. I urge you all to vote no, and thank those of you who already have and will continue to. I'm deeply troubled by the responses from the Planning Department at the February 6th City Council presentation on this proposed implementation ordinance. There was apparent lack of knowledge by the Planning Department concerning any comparison with other California implementing SB 1818 ordinances in place, such as those of Pasadena, Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, and the list goes on. I went to tons of workshops and hearings on this, but to no avail. Our input really wasn't listened to. The implementing ordinance should be no more onerous than that of the state. It doesn't have to be. This should go back to the drawing board. We should have input that is listened to, and that of the council members that are asking you for more, to not destroy our neighborhoods, our communities, and our affordable housing, which is there now.
Your time is up. Next speaker. Thank you.
Yes, my name is Mike.
Hold the clock for a second. The last speaker for the against the proposal side is Lisa Sarkin. If she can come to, great.
Thank you. My name is Michael McHugh. I'm also on the Studio City Neighborhood Council as a renter's representative, and I urge the council to listen to what Councilmember Rosendahl just now said. Other cities are doing this and handling this much better. They're not just lying down for the developers. And also, I want to make sure that the good rabbi understands, who spoke before, that our seniors are being evicted and their homes and rent-stabilized units and single-family homes are being demolished for these bonuses that you're giving the developers. So it's taken our city and its constituents years of negotiation and effort, your work, everything that you've put into this to establish our local zones and standards, oftentimes amidst intense controversy. We don't want to throw out all that work and just throw it away. And the last amendment contains a critical loophole that would exempt parcels that are separated from each other by an alley. To close this loophole, the City Council simply needs to amend their ordinance on any parcel.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, if you would allow the next speaker to have the same opportunity that you had to speak. Thank you very much.
We only
Please
have
proceed,
one left.
ma'am.
There's more than 4.5 minutes. I was going to give you a list of everything that I believe you were told the incorrect information last week. But all I'm going to do now is I'm going to tell you my own personal experience with these developments. My mother tried to get into 4 different buildings in the past 2 years. Her name starts with H. She could never get one of these apartments. Is the moment that she finally got through, after calling many hours, she was told they are all filled. You can't possibly think that tearing down 47 affordable units and putting back 60 expensive units with 4 that are affordable is going to do anything for our housing problems here. It's just ridiculous. And our ordinance goes way past what is necessary. And we should look to cities like Burbank and Beverly Hills and all the other cities that have their ordinances in place, including the county, which we've never even spoken about, to get an ordinance that's fair to everybody, not just special